Okay, my next guest, we have a young lady on the line joining with us on the breakfast show. Misha Dawn is an actor, extra, model, dancer, multi-talented, and does TV presenting as well. Hi, Misha. I'd just like to say thank you for doing this interview. Hope you're well. How are you today?
Hello, yeah, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good, really excited about this.
Good,
So,
thanks.
I've seen your CV, and you've got quite an extensive CV. You do a lot of music, which I know you're very passionate about. You sing solo. You also sing with a three-piece band. When did your passion for music begin?
Oh, well, I've always kind of been, creative in such a dance since about the age of 3. But from 7 years old, I actually wrote and produced my first song called Gatwick. So that's kind of where it all started from.
Wow, Gatwick. So that's the airport, isn't it?
Yes, I wrote it actually on the way to I was singing a tune and then made some lyrics up on the way to the airport.
Oh, wow. Fascinating. So, what inspires you when you're writing songs? Is it just like day-to-day activities, or when you're going around on your travels, or what have you? What inspires you when you're trying to write a good song?
Yeah, it is day-to-day life, experiences, and if I find that it's getting a bit all too deep, then I pretend I'm somebody else to come away from it all. But a lot of my songs out at the moment are personal songs, yeah.
Yeah, sure. And do you find writing music is a good release for yourself? If you ever want to get something on your chest, is it a great outlet to let all your emotions out?
Yeah, 100%. Especially when I produce as well, it's good to get out your feelings through music and things like that.
Mm-hmm. So do you produce for yourself, or do you produce for other artists, or a bit of both?
I produce for myself at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, once I've got my album and things like that sorted out, because I've got my EP out. But once I've got my album out, then by all means, I'll start producing for other people.
Really good. And home recording these days, it's quite accessible to record yourself these days. There's a lot of technology now allowing you to record yourself, say, as opposed to like 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah, definitely. It's so much easier now for artists. I mean, I do have some recording equipment,
Mm-hmm.
but when I record, I like to go into a studio.
Yep.
I just think it just sounds bit different from when you do it at home, but don't get me wrong, there's a lot of amazing equipment out there
Sure.
for doing it at home.
And I listened to your song called "Live It Up." It's one of your singles, and you got a pop video with that as well. It's on Vivo, a very catchy song, I must say.
You.
And so that's a feel good anthem, isn't it? I call it a bit of a party anthem, one to play in the clubs, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I wrote it. I just really wanted a feel good summer song, something that is good for everyone to listen to. And yeah, that's my latest single out now. Yeah.
And is that available on iTunes? Is it YouTube and all the big websites?
Yeah, it's literally available everywhere on iTunes, Spotify, you name it, and it's on YouTube and things like that. And I also have it on a hard copy as well on CDs.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So in your opinion, with getting your music out there is more easier now than it used to be, but we have more talent now. As I noticed, you did say in your application, trying to get your music heard these days is a struggle. Even though we've got all these outlets out there like the YouTubes and the Spotify, do you think the talent out there is as strong as ever, or do you think there is room for everyone to do their own like creative arts, creative?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's because it is so easy. I mean, you can literally just record and put it up onto the internet.
Sure.
So whereas before it was really hard, for people to hear you. It was probably better off busking and being heard,
Yeah.
and doing things like that. But now you can just put it straight on there, Instagram, you name it, put it on there, and then you could be you can make it.
Yeah, I remember the days when musicians, they sent cassettes and CDs to record
Yeah,
companies.
exactly. Yeah,
And now
yeah,
you just email them. I don't know how it works now, but I guess you email like the record company and with a link to your website or your YouTube channel. It's
yeah. Well, I mean, I've wanted to send off, my CD to companies, but a lot of the time they literally just say, send me a link,
Yeah.
which is, is so completely different to what it was before.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's good though for people, that haven't got the money to, I guess, to do the sort of make the CDs and do things like that. But then it is quite a hard avenue because it's so many people.
Sure. And the next question I was going to ask you, it was to do with releasing music. Really, it's a lot of people going independent now, aren't they? Rather than signing to record companies, they're kind of like doing it themselves, getting their music out there by themselves, setting their own record companies up.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, I'm really lucky that my mother, Dawn, she's really supportive of my music and she helps me through it all. Mm-hmm. And, she's always said, if you want to do something, do it yourself. Then at least then you're control of everything. You know what's going on. You know how much you're spending and things like that. And, she's been really good with helping me through that, being being my manager.
Yeah, that's great having family as a backup and support. And that's
you need support in this industry.
That's great to have in my career. My dad's always helped me out, and to get that backup is worth its own weight in gold. What artists inspire you musically, or are you into all types of music?
I'm into all good music. There isn't really a genre that I don't. Well, I don't like things like metal, but I do like pretty much all of it, because when I sing as well, not just my own, I do 40s and upwards.
Oh, wow.
So that's all genres, from country to jazz to blues to pop rock to, you name it, I'll sing it.
Yeah. And so you cover all styles.
Yeah, definitely.
Very versatile. And
I think it's good to do that, though,
yes.
Be versatile rather than pigeonhole yourself into one genre.
And do you do gigs, any gigs, Misha, like local gigs or up and down the country? Do you like to go out on the road and perform, like, out in on the stage there? Yeah,
I mean, that's my full-time job, gigging. So I go anywhere, really. So from Gloucester, where I am, then I branch out. And then just on Friday, I was performing in Somerset at the Watch It Festival. So, it's all about the gigging and the travelling. Yeah.
And it's great that you're doing something you enjoy as well.
Yeah, and it makes it all that much more enjoyable and worthwhile.
Sure.
Yeah.
And would you like to share your website with us?
Yeah, my website is obviously www.mishadawn.com, and my YouTube channel is Misha Dawn Vivo.
Yep.
And my name is Misha Dawn, so that will be on all of the iTunes and Spotify and things like that. But it'd be really good to get some more support and more followers, and hopefully people will like my music.
Yeah, great stuff. And I was wondering if it would be okay to play your song, Live It Up, because it's such a catchy song.
Yeah, definitely.
Great stuff. Well, thank you for the interview and sharing your journey with me. Been absolutely great. And I'm going to check in with you in a couple of months' time, like I do with my other guests, and just see what you're up to, and hopefully get some more followers and get your music out there.
Yeah, that'd be great. And especially any musicians that want to link up.
Yeah, sure.
I'm more for it, giving advice and things like that, and sharing tips. Yeah.
So that's Misha. That's Misha Dawn on the Danny Breakfast Show. Thanks a million, Misha. Thank you.
Thank you so much.